who is the greatest movie dad of all time?
Hmm. Greatest movie dad of all time.
Yes. Any genre, any movie just has to be a movie dad. They might not even be the main character in the movie. They just have to be a movie dad.
Okay. So I want to say this, right? So I think about, I got a couple people that I'm just going to just kind of maybe touch on,
Okay.
like different things that I liked about them before I get to who I'm going to pick, right? I think
Okay.
about in the movie Boys in the Hood, I think about Furious Styles,
Okay.
uh, Lawrence Fishburne's character, how, in the midst of growing up in this in where they grew up and riddled with violence, he still did his best to teach his son Trey how to be a man. I liked that,
Indeed.
right? So that was good. Another one that I thought about was, follow me now, Mrs. Doubtfire. So
Oh my
listen to
god.
listen to what I'm
Yeah, I'm
saying.
I'm definitely gonna listen to this
Listen to what
because
I'm
you're gonna
saying.
have to paint this picture.
No, just
Okay.
I know you've probably seen the movie or whatever, but that particular dad, because him and his wife were separating, they were going to get a divorce. This man said, "I'm willing to go through whatever length that I need to go to see my kids." And for that, I give it up to him. I maybe not have done the same thing that he did, but
Might
I'm
not
just
use that
thinking about.
strategy.
I'm just saying, like, he got creative, right? He got creative to say, I want to see my kids by any means necessary.
That's
So
definitely by
I
any.
just thought that was, I was just like, holy cow, this guy, he said he's gonna do whatever he's got to do to see his family, to see his kids. But I think my number one, uh, and it's not like those guys were honorable mention or anything like that. But I just wanted to highlight just some of the stuff that they did. But I think my number one would probably be, I don't remember the character's name, but it was Will Smith's character from The Pursuit of Happiness. I
Okay.
thought I
Okay.
thought that, that was a really, really good example of a dad.
Yeah.
Here this guy is,
Yeah.
him and his wife. I think I'm kind of fuzzy on the movie, but I want to say it was the wife, or it might have been the girlfriend or whomever. But he was left with the son, and they were homeless at one point in time, but he kept grinding, doing everything he could to provide for his son. And you know how the movie ends, where he finally gets the job working with this firm, and he's able to now provide a better life for his son. And I remember the conversation that him and his son had when they were playing basketball, and he basically was telling his son, I believe it was like, you can do anything, don't let anybody tell you you can't.
Yeah.
And I just think that was, that was, to me, as of right now. And I tried to think of, some other ones, but I think for me, those were some of the ones that stuck out to me initially when you posed this question to me.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, definitely his name is Chris Gardner from
Okay.
Pursuit of Happiness. And yes, I felt like he was the greatest dad. I really do. I really do because that movie, and I've always been somebody that I have been ashamed of, you know, showing my emotions or whatever. Um, and in this movie, I mean, how can you not? How can this not touch your heart as a dad? Like, really, how can this not touch your heart as a dad? And I looked at some of the clips from the movie, and like that part where they were sleeping like on the floor of the bathroom, and the guy was trying to come in, and he just stuck his leg out there just to like stop them from coming in, and he was holding his son as he was sleeping, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I said, man, I would do the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like I would do everything possible, to make sure that my son was okay. I
Yeah,
would do everything possible to
you
grind
got to.
and to take care of him. I mean, that's just that love. And in that movie, I think you could really see that true love that fathers have for their children, man. We're willing to do anything we have to do to make sure our kids have what they need. And
Right.
like they went through some hard times and I feel like a lot of times like when if you're going through something hard, sometimes we try and shield our children from that. And the children, they don't even all the time notice that y'all having a really hard time at that moment. They just cherishing those moments with you.
That's right.
Um,
That's right.
so I definitely agree with you that, but I had one A and one B.
Okay.
Okay, so my one B was, and I said any genre, any type of movie. Um, my one B was Mufasa.
Oh,
Got you. I got you.
wow.
I got you.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Mufasa.
Wow.
See, I picked Mufasa because I felt like he taught a lifetime of lessons in about 5 minutes.
He sure did.
I mean, he taught
Sure
him
did.
everything that he needed to know in that short amount of time. It was like
Yeah.
he was born on the first day. The second day, he was like a kid. And they only went out and started talking about, what's expected of him and what he's supposed to do and how he's going to be king. That whole segment took about 5 minutes. So he taught him that and he died not long after that.
Yeah.
So Mufasa did an excellent job of parenting.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and I felt
That's
like
the good one.
he was brave, he was courageous, he was a stand-up guy. I think you could say he was a man's man or a lion's lion, wherever you want to say.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a really good one.
he was that guy.
He
He was that
was.
guy. So yeah, that was my one B.
Yeah. That's an excellent choice right there. I think that's a better choice than Chris Gardner from Pursuit of Happiness.
What was your drawback from Chris Gardner?
No, I just think that, when I think about it after you say it, I
Uh,
just kind of think that, just from that short period of time with
yeah,
everything that he was able to instill into Simba, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
I don't know. It just came to me, man. I really felt like that was a really good choice for a dad. You know,
Yeah.
I can't really think of anybody that would top that.
After you say that, I really can't think of anybody else that would top that either. Especially when you open it up to any genre. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I know somebody that possibly can think of somebody better, and that's our viewers. So you guys, I want you guys to get in the comments. I want you guys to let us know who is the greatest dad in a movie of all time.
Mm,
We want the greatest movie dad. Okay.